Okay, before we do this, do you want me to introduce the series or the recipe?
Well, we gotta kind of do both.
Well, then I feel like I need a mustache and a hat. Yeah, cream cheese! Hey guys, I'm Rathyna Gomer, or you might know me as ladies underscore. Wow, I don't even know my Instagram name. Lady underscore Z33. Oh, it's this way. Lady underscore Z33. Right? This way?
Yeah, but okay.
You've probably seen me doing drifty things in a drifty car.
What the fuck is that?
However, I did something not good. I don't actually know what I did. All I know is I have a ruptured disc in my lower back. Now I am on pretty significant restrictions. I can't bend, can't twist, can't lift more than 10 pounds. So I can't drive, I can't drift, and so I just cook all the time. Not all the time, but I cook. And this is how I function. This claw grabber thing, since I can't bend, this has come in clutch. I would say is my best friend. So we are here to provide what the people have demanded. We are going to bake today for Thanksgiving. Today I'm gonna be making one of my favorite recipes. It's a double layer pumpkin cheesecake pie, and I make this every year around the holidays. It's super easy. This isn't like the most creative or in-depth pie, but if you're new to the kitchen or just want to make something delicious and really quick, I would say this is a really good recipe for you. Cream cheese. You really want it at room temperature. And the reason being is because you want to be able to mix it and have like a good consistency throughout the mix. Eggs, sour cream. And so this is actually an adaptation to the existing recipe, but it's very common in cheesecakes. Pumpkin puree, and then I have various seasonings. So ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, and ground cloves, and then vanilla extract. And then we also have sugar that's gonna sweeten the whole mixture together. We also have our cheater pie crust. I say cheater pie crust because if you have your own pie dishes, you can make your own graham cracker crust. Let's get started! Again, just a reminder that I am doubling this recipe because I'm trying to make 2 pies at the same time. But normally the recipe calls for 2 packets of 8-ounce cream cheeses for 1 pie. But based on some research and what other people have recommended, they suggest going up to 3 packets of cream cheese per 1 pie. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting in 6 packets for the 2 pies.
It's a lot of math.
So much math. Before I add any other ingredients, I'm just gonna kind of smash it all together. Now, sugar. More sugar.
Give me sugar.
Okay, so the recipe normally calls for half a cup of sugar per pie. 1 cup. We're just gonna add that in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's just so good. You're gonna wanna incorporate 1 egg at a time and then mix it all the way through. Okay, that was not a good one. So as you can see, it's getting more liquidy. And we're gonna incorporate all the way through. And so we actually upped it for 3 eggs instead of 2 eggs per pie, so a total of 6 eggs. Now, a new addition to the recipe that the original one doesn't call for is sour cream. That's gonna give you that little bit of tartness and creaminess of the cheesecake that you're normally checking out. We're gonna add in half a cup per pie, so a cup total. So Naughty Kitchen started off when I would post photos of myself or videos of myself with my drift car. And guys would come in and say, like, that's a funny looking kitchen, ha ha ha. And I'm like, wow, that's so clever, I've never heard that joke before. So then I just started hashtagging not a kitchen on my drift pictures as a response to that misogynistic joke. And so I wasn't ever really offended by the joke, it was just like something funny. But I like really enjoy cooking, so it doesn't really make any sense because the whole idea of not a kitchen is to be like, oh, women can do non-traditional things, but like here I am doing very traditional things in a kitchen. We could do it all. I could do it all, right? We're gonna add in vanilla extract into the mixture because I forgot. We're just gonna, so I'm just gonna spoon it in. Pour about a cup of this cream cheese mixture into the bottom of the pie. So we're gonna just smooth this out. So I'm actually gonna take out a little Ziploc and I'm going to add some of this plain layer into here and I'm gonna refrigerate it. The reason being is that once we're done with our pumpkin cheesecake layer, I'm gonna show you guys a really easy trick to decorate this and it'll make you look like you did a lot of work when really it was just with a Ziploc. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a mug and show you an easy way to fill this up.
What the fuck is that?
You're gonna put this in here and then fold this over. We're just gonna scoop some mixture into here, probably like 3 big spoonfuls. Each pie will need about half a cup or 3/4 cup. You kind of have to play it by ear and see the texture and the flavor and things like that. So I'm gonna use a whole cup at first and then just go from there. Lastly, we're gonna add in the spices. So we're gonna have a half a teaspoon of cinnamon per pie. So I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon total for the 2 pies. And nutmeg, we're just gonna add a pinch. So just 2 pinches. It smells like the holidays.
Do you get excited for the holidays?
Yes, I love the holidays. Yeah, I do. Now we're gonna spoon this mixture into our pies.
Wow.
So now we're gonna smooth out the mixtures. It's not really like cake, it won't explode over the top. It will rise though. Now the decorating.
What, you decorate before you bake?
Yep. What? So grab some handy dandy scissors and I'm gonna cut literally the smallest hole you can ever think of. Okay, and we're gonna draw circles. Okay, as you can see, there's a smooth circle now. Okay, so I know this looks like, what is this? Why would you put a target on a pie? Now we're gonna use a technique called feathering. And so you can use a butter knife for this, or you can use a toothpick, whatever you have access to. And you're literally just gonna take your knife into the middle and drag it out ever so gently.
Wow, that looks like it came from the market.
Exactly. Okay. Dude, these are way overfilled. We're gonna put it in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. I've made these pies every year. They're never done in that time, but we will know when we get there. This part is the hardest part. It's waiting. I normally have like long toothpicks to check, but I want to use a chopstick instead.
What are we looking for?
Okay, so this is like really gooey and runny, so it's definitely not done. And I go into the center of the pie to check because that's gonna be the last to cook. But we're probably gonna leave this in probably for another 25 minutes and then we'll check on it because it's like very raw.
That's what she said.
Looks like the pies are done. So I'm gonna ask my stagehands to grab them out of the oven and we're going to let them rest for at least an hour, but you wanna let them get to room temperature and then put them in the fridge. I know there's a temptation to eat them right away. If you want to, you can, but really cheesecake tastes better when it's cold. Pie party! Cheesecake party! Yummy! It's done. We've let it chill. We're gonna take a bite and see how it is. Heavenly. Y'all need to make this pumpkin cheesecake because it is super easy and super good, and you will impress everyone with your feathering skills, and it'll look store-bought, but it'll taste homemade. I like that.
I get the show.
Nom, 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 nom. The roof is on fire.
We brought food for the cooking show.